There we are. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn my light on, make it a little bit brighter in here. Well, you have to forgive me. Today's one of those days where not quite getting everything done exactly right. I put the wrong day on a post. There, see, get my ears right. Okay, wrong day on the post, and then when I made my thumbnail for this, I didn't change the date. So catching up, but hey, we're here and we're pretty much ready for Christmas. I hope everybody else is. I'll wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Got my ugly sweater on today. There we go. My Rudolph nose, my lights, elf hat. There we go. We're in the mood. So yeah. Oh, I don't have my Santa hat on. Huh? I'll do my Santa impression later. Okay. Good morning to everybody that is here. We got already almost 20 people, and it is Friday, December 22nd. Those in the park, our boil order is lifted, and I apologize for the brown water yesterday. We the filters that clean it apparently got when they inspected the raw water tank, they might have knocked something loose and it clogged up one of the outlets, and we had to clean that. So I sure hope that not to happen again. But anyway, the water is safe and it is cleared up. And we still have a little bit in lines, but we did try flushing the lines. We did flush the lines yesterday to try to get rid of any brown water we had. Okay. One, like I said, this is the season for this is Christmas is in a couple days. What is it? Today is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is Christmas, and office, of course, will be closed on Christmas Day, and they are going to deliver packages on Sunday, and I will probably come in late enough Sunday night, Christmas Eve, after all our stuff is done, and I think I'm going to have a board member or two be able to come help me. And any packages that got delivered over the weekend, we will try to deliver on Sunday evening. Okay, we'll put them on your doorstep. All right. So if we get packages in, we'll try to get them delivered. If the house looks like you haven't come back yet and the package comes, then we'll put them back in the office. So, yes, Victoria put up something on here. I'll put it on. Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you for all the treats and gifts, and we are so thankful. The office staff, the employees, maintenance employees are very thankful for what you guys have done. All the residents have done this season. Let's see. Ernie says good morning. Here we got Kristen, Sig, Brian, Sylvie, Charlotte, Karen, Nancy, and we got Jeanette up there in cold Canada. No snow. All right. And another Sylvie again. Okay. Good morning. Oh. All right. She's on Facebook. And Greg Day. Yep. In the mood today. Found my elf hat and put it on today. And my granddaughter thought it was cute too. Oh, all right. There we go. All right. Just want to remind everybody that I may have gotten on here. Some people know that I had the managers meeting. If you didn't get a text message this morning, and we switched, we're no longer using Dial My Calls. We're using the ONR website and their messaging system. And you said messages, the push message which appears on your phone without having to go to the text message, and emails. We are not using the calls because I found out many times when I listened to the call, it cut out and wasn't very good. But it's part of the ONR with the voting, electronic notification and voting. So we had 100 people so far sign up for the electronic voting. And if you haven't yet and you want to, uh, ask for us to resend that email. You have to have an email address to be in the ONR system. Well, if you do not have an email address, we made one up that's placeholder email. You won't receive it, but we can put your phone number in there. But in order to vote, you have to have the email address. That's what ties that to you. So that is on the ONR system. Remember to get us your information. If you're not getting the messages, we have to have your good phone number, cell phone number. And that also goes for the gate system, the new gate system, for people to be able to call you and you let them in the gate. On YouTube, our YouTube channel has the video of how to get in. There's quite a few people that haven't watched it yet because I'm having to direct them to it. So if you have friends that may not be in contact much with Ancient Oaks, but they come down, get a hold of them and tell them to get some of that stuff ahead of time so they aren't stuck parking out front and walking in. So tell them to get a hold of us. We've been sending out messages, but I showed you the other day a stack of about 20 full addresses that came back to us. So, we're still trying to get all that stuff straightened around. I have sent those people messages. But anyway, got to get a hold of us to get the on that corrected. So text messages, let us know so that you can be in communication and have everything at your fingertips of what's going on here in the park. Washing machines. We have been having a big problem with the washing machines at the clubhouse. I won't go into all that, but I did get with the board and we decided that those machines and we had 5 other machines that are very old. The ones that had just the coins where you set in the top and push the slide in, and those machines parts are no longer available for them. So we are replacing 9 washing machines. Kind of expensive, but we needed to do it to get some good machines so that when you go to the clubhouse, you want to use a washer, we have one working for you. Like I said, been a very big fight. I think it'll help that I believe we had people, I was told that there were people that were sneaking into the park before we changed the gate system just to use our laundry facilities because of our that we had machines and not charging what commercial laundry charge. So anyway, on the washing machines at the clubhouse, maybe by February they'll come. We had to order them the other day, and they're Speed Queens and good ones. And we did switch a couple around. I got a couple of the older ones that are still working good, fairly well, and we put them in the clubhouse. So there's at least 2 good working machines in the clubhouse. The Maytags in the clubhouse, not going to spend any more money on them. They throwing good money after bad because tech got them working, and 2 days later, go check on them, and they're all unplugged. So, all right. I already mentioned about if you haven't signed up for the election notices or the electronic voting, the main thing, we've already sent out the notices. So, you still want to sign up for the notices, but if you want to sign up for the electronic voting so you don't have to fill out the ballot and lose your account. A lot of people have turned in their ballots already. That's fine. But just be aware, if you do sign up for electronic voting, we're going to take that list. We'll get a list from the ONR of the electronic votes that have voted, and we'll check that off of our master list. when we go to count the votes, and if you've voted electronically and also with a paper ballot, the paper ballot will be disregarded because we can't disregard your electronic vote because that doesn't, we don't know how you voted, so we wouldn't be able to take that one out. So anyway, the paper ballot will be disregarded and held with all the paperwork that we hang on to. Just another note, I talked to somebody this week about the hot tubs. Once again, that's something added outside. We didn't have it specifically listed, but because of the amount of water that hot tubs use, they're not allowed. We have a very good one at the clubhouse. So hot tubs on your lots unallowed because of the water usage. And remember water usage, be aware that we are only allowed to pull a certain amount out of the ground by our permit. And if we approach, because they already sent us, luckily, they sent us a letter because last year during season, for a period of time, we got close, and it was just 70% of our capacity. And so they were worried about that. Luckily for us, we had not a calibration, but it had, no, because you can't actually calibrate it. But we had them come in and check our water meter, and our water meter was over-reporting usage. So that did able to say that we weren't hitting that 75%. So with all that being said, what I'm getting at is try to be careful on your water usage. All right. We don't want to have to go through the process of reapplying to use more water, and it's not a shoe-in that they would allow us to pull more water out of the ground. Okay. So do what you can to conserve water. If you haven't, and several people this year said something about if I knew anybody that could fix toilets. And my opinion and advice, if you have a toilet that is leaking or needs repair, and if it is more than 10 years old, you're better off buying a brand new one. They're only a little over $100 at Home Depot, and they have better hydraulics now. They use about half the water and flush 3 times as good, so that you don't have to do multiple flushes to get the same result. Along with the flushing in that, remember, baby wipes, flushable baby wipes are not flushable in our system. Those are, what they do is they will dissolve in your septic tank, and that's why they got the word flushable on them, but they do not dissolve in our system because they don't sit in there long enough to, the bacteria to work on them. And they plug up our pipes. They catch, we think, anyway, we had several, how we get the correct words here. In our sewer system in the underground, we had a couple blockages. And we think the big part of it was that there were baby wipes that were getting hung up, and we had to have the crew go jet it and try, and it took several times to get it cleared out. So the baby wipes will catch on stuff. Then they'll plug up our pumps. They're bad for our pumps, and they make it back to the sewer tanks. Then they float on top, and we have to dig them out. Not a pretty sight. Nothing what we really want to be doing. Dee Dee, I'll come down to you in a moment. Okay. Your question. I see your question. So that's on the hot tubs. All right. Just was talking to the board, and let's see. Let's go through the Greg. Let's see. Karen Brunson said good morning. Diane DeYoung. Jane. Merry Christmas from Michigan. She's not. And we have Thomas. And then here's Dee Dee's question. This is going to be meet and greet with candidates. So what I have, some of the candidates don't know about this yet, and I'll try to send them an email to all the candidates. I did discuss with a couple of the candidates, and I did discuss with the board president. Thursday, the 28th, we're not having a lunch. There's no lunch on the 28th. But at 12:30, we will have where the candidates, inviting the candidates to be there, and anybody that shows up that if they want questions of the candidates for the board. So Thursday the 28th and Thursday, January 4th. Okay. 2 dates. So December 28th and Thursday, January 4th is what the plan is right now. If we want if there's a big interest in an evening one, maybe we'll try to get one in, like I said, next week. Or we just have the next 2 weeks to do it. So anyway, 28th of December, 12:30, January 4th at 12:30. Meet and greet with the candidates. There's one of the candidates chiming in. So on Thursday the 28th. Okay. I believe that answers your question, Dee Dee. Let's see. I got that. Check that off. The other day, this is a while back, and this is just a public service announcement. Don't get freaked out. But anyway, we had somebody find one of these in the street. It is a actual coral snake. All right. They are poisonous. So how do you say it? It is common to Florida. It is one of our species that we have around. They are poisonous, but I've been told that read on them that unless they get a hold of this is where they would bite, because they are small. They'd have to bite here and chew on it a while for giving enough poison that it would affect you. Okay, because they mainly go after smaller bugs, insects. I don't know if they go after small mice or whatever, because I know they don't really get that big, but they probably go after mice, and they have to bite on them and chew on them, and so a person they have to get there. So I'm saying that, and I'll put up a picture so that you can recognize them. If you're digging in your garden, that's where you have to be. Or I say garden, we don't have gardens here, but if you're in your landscaping and doing work in pots and plants and in the ground and pulling weeds, just be aware that they can be there. So keep your eyes open. I will put up a picture and try to this one here. You can see me off to the side. You'll notice on the head, it is a solid black with a yellow band. And that's the one at the top. Okay, solid black with the yellow band. The yellow band, the red does not touch black. Okay, on the coral snake, which is the venomous one, the coral snake, the red does not touch the black. On the king snake, which is the non-venomous, both of these you really shouldn't kill either one of them. Just scare off the venomous one. But and if you have one, we'll come get it. Let me know. We'll come get it in the park and get it out of the park. But we really shouldn't kill it. But definitely do not kill the one. And you see where the red touches yellow. I believe the term is if red touches yellow, it's a deadly fellow. Okay, so that's how you can tell the difference between them. Red touches yellow. Let's see, we got this description here. See it? The red touching the yellow band, then it's a deadly fellow. But if the red touches the black, then that's the king snake, not venomous. Don't hurt it. Okay? That's just, like I said, I've only seen, this is I think only the third one I've seen living down here in 20 years. When we were over next door, I know that we had two, and then what the one? Well, anyway, but they stay away from humans. They go after bugs and rodents and stuff, and that's once again go back to something else, that bird feeders. That's why we don't allow bird feeders. Bird feeders, they kick out seeds on the ground, which attracts rodents. You have rodents, then you have snakes that like to eat rodents, and other critters come in here. So that's why we don't allow bird feeders. Don't allow putting food out. Remember, we've had still having getting sightings of cats running loose. You're not allowed to let your cats loose. You're not allowed to feed cats outside, especially the feral cats. Do not feed cats outside. Unfortunately, if I find that somebody is feeding cats outside, we will take it and then we'll fine you, because we're having a big problem with cats wandering in the park and where they shouldn't be and killing other things. And then the food also attracts other critters too. So do not feed cats outside. Do not feed feral cats outside. Do not feed the wildlife. Somebody posted again about the alligators. Yes, do not feed the birds. You get the birds. One, bread is not good for their digestive system, and you're not doing them a favor. You feed the birds. The attracts alligators for two food sources: what you're throwing on the ground. They're going to try that, and they're also go after the birds. So you do not feed any wildlife. It's there. You want to enjoy looking at it, fine. Do not feed the wildlife. It is against the law in Florida, okay, to feed any wildlife. There we go. Got that out of the way. Really, that is about it. I'm going to wet my whistle. Let's see. Well, I guess, Dee if you're close enough to look at the head, I'm a bit of a heart attack anyway. Scare them off. Call the office. Call somebody to scare them off. I know if I get surprised by a snake, I kind of jump to snakes. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are afraid of snakes. I didn't put it on the thing here. We have rat snakes around, or corn snakes as they're called. They're mainly red, and she says, "Don't call Victoria." Yeah, I'm not going to send her out. Chris, Francis doesn't like snakes either, so it'd probably be me. I'll wrangle them, or we'll call A&B reptile removal to come get them. All right. So anyway, appreciate everybody in the park that's come back. I think you brought your cold weather with you, but a lot of people back. Remember that. Take it. I know our speed limit's 15. That's the speed limit. Please, try to keep it maybe down around 10 miles an hour just to be safe. There's people walking the streets. We don't have sidewalks, so they're walking in the streets, walking their dog, and just now if you walk at night, please carry a flashlight. Wear light clothing. Wear light clothing. Carry a flashlight. Golf carts are also supposed to be lit at night, and we still have some things to do with the street lights. Got an idea on that, but won't present it here at this open forum yet. But anyway, we need to. The solar lights we're putting in work pretty well, and we don't require electricity, and so we can light up specific areas. But they're, of course, are lower, and don't put quite as much out as the big 110 DC lights. But anyway, walking at night, driving, no matter if it's your car or your golf cart, please take it slow, easy. Have your lights on. Be aware of pedestrians. Stop at the gate. Even though the gate may be open, we got a stop sign there because we have people crossing all the time, walking to the post office. It is a busy intersection, and I don't want anybody getting hurt. That's why the stop sign is there. Charlotte got a note. Hot chocolate and cookies at a movie at the clubhouse after the parade, and the parade is Christmas. Is it Christmas Eve, Charlotte? All of a sudden, I don't remember. I think I missed when Cook said, "See everyone there." I'm assuming that he's meaning the meet and greet with the candidates. Sylvie Williams, that's according to the reference to the snakes and big humans. But anyway, don't let you don't want them to bite you. Be careful. Okay, Dee Manuel. Christmas Eve, yes, that is the parade, and then hot chocolate and cookies and movie at the clubhouse. What was the time on that parade? Was it 6 or 6:30? Okay. I see it by my other monitor. I have which kind of reminds me of the ONR. I get, and I'll say it again. Remind everybody that get me your email so you get notifications. If you want it, both, if you have two people in your household and you both want to get text messages, I need to add another person is. If you don't have a second email, then we got to use what we call vacant in ONR. We have, but anyway, I can add on a second phone number, but especially if I have a second email, then it's really easy to put on. If you haven't corrected you changed your email and you haven't corrected it with us, please get in contact with the office and get that change made. Speaking of changes, I'll remind everybody, as you're coming in, you're wanting to upgrade and clean your place and all that. If you make any changes on the outside that changes the appearance, our rules say you have to fill out a site modification form, and it needs to be approved by the association. I represent, and in that right now, the process is I represent the association, and I come out and check it out, and therefore the site modification form gets approved, gets put on the form gets put in your file that we keep for every lot in here, and it just keeps everything the way it's supposed to be. And on the up and up, very few site mods that I have to turn down. Usually we can find a way of getting how you want to say, come to an agreement where it follows the rules of the park but accomplishes what you want to accomplish. There we go. All right, remember that if you change the color of your whatever you're painting, that is actually supposed to be a site mod on that. Same for same, repair, and you're going to put it back like it was, does not really require a site mod unless it's a big project, something that I should know about that's going on, especially windows. If you change windows, if you change your door out, that does require a permit by the county. The county has made that rule on the last, after a hurricane way back maybe 10 years ago. A lot of people don't realize that. You come from a state where you just, if you change, it used to be if it was less than 3 windows, you didn't have to put a permit in. Now it is any window. You have to get a permit. And if you change out a window, it is supposed to be an impact. It's not the Miami-Dade impact, but it is a Florida impact rating. And that's the windows that we put in the clubhouse are at that rating. So site mods, pressure washing, of course, cleaning up does not require a site modification form. But like I said, any change to the outside appearance of your unit requires a site modification form. They're in the office. As you walk in, there's a slot for planning requests also. If you want to take out or put in plannings, that requires a site that planning request, and I check it out. And make sure we were abiding by Florida rules and the park rules, and get that taken care of. I didn't get a time yet on the parade, and I can't jump over to the Facebook on that. So, okay. Any other question? I don't see any other questions out there. Any other thing that I need to announce? We have the bulletin boards at the bathrooms that you do have to go through the committee on that. As far as putting up posters, but check those out because that's where also communication gets done. Remember the Ancient Oaks Facebook page, Channel 9. Oh, that's going to bring that up. People coming in. Channel 901. That is our community channel. Victoria's doing a great job of keeping that up, keeping you informed on that. You can, if you're cooking or something, you turn it on, put it in the background, and catch up on the news. She, like I said, events. She puts this video will be up on there. I asked her not to play it too many times per day, but you should be able to catch it. And I know that's how Moo. He doesn't have email. He doesn't have texting. That's how he's getting his information to Channel 901. So that those people that haven't come back yet and did not turn on the Blue Stream lecture. Let me see. Let me get the banner up here and put that number on the screen. I know I got it. There we go. That is the number for Blue Stream, 863-216-2505. After I know it's like everybody else, they got a phone tree. It's a little bit shorter than some, but you still, it'll ask you if you ask about your refund check, and then it'll say choose 3 if it's something else. Pick option 3. Then I don't remember what the option is from there about getting your Blue Stream hooked up. But anyway, that is the number to get a hold of them to get your service started. Most of the people you talk to, when you want to get your service started, know the fact for Ancient Oaks does not charge. You won't get an installation charge. But if you get somebody that's new and doesn't know the correct way to do the tree, and they say that there's an installation charge, tell them there's not, but don't argue with them. If they say no, there is, let them do it. And as soon as you get that first bill, bring it to the office. And if they send you a paper bill, I don't know if you do another thing, if you get the online bill, but get me that information that they charge your account. I'll need your name and address and the account number. I send it to Stacy, and they will take that installation charge off. But your installation for your first time is free. So whatever services you get, but if you just get your basic TV service and decide later on to add on the internet, adding them coming back out to add on the internet is an installation charge later on. So first installation charge is free. Anything after that, there will be, just like Comcast does, there's an installation charge. If you're buying in, or if you sell your place and buy another place, and somebody moves out and Blue Stream has already been there, then that's not the first time. Changing that service will be an installation charge, okay? But the house has not had the Blue Stream hooked up, then that first time that they come in, no charge. All right, I got that covered. That's the number for Blue Stream, 863-216-2505. Those people coming in, if they haven't heard it otherwise, we got the YouTube video with information. The black box is where the card reader used to be. That acts exactly like a cell phone. You look up information on it. You hit the directory, look up your own last name. If you don't have your credentials to get in, you look up your own last name, call yourself. It'll call you, but you have to touch the box. The box calls you. You don't call your own phone. The box calls you. when you answer the box that uses the internet, voice over internet protocol, then you can pull up your number pad on your phone, hit 9, and it will open the gate and end the call. So if you come in during non-office hours, that's how you get in. A lot of people coming in the first time, and somebody else came in last night. They hadn't looked up ahead of time. That's why I say let people know that they got to, that's the method to get in. And but somebody come in last night, had to walk in because they didn't have the credentials and didn't know how to get the gate open. So there we go. I think that's it. So this is the last few days before Christmas. Office will be shut down Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All right. And I doubt that the mail will come be on time today with so many things going on. Oh, I got some more comments, so I'll get back to my comments. Okay. Gloria Miller says, "How do we go and get our second? We did not get a credit account. You have to call Victoria or email me at manager@aoaks.net or email Victoria, and I have to send that information to Bluestream to get them to check it out. I send an email to Stacy, and then she sends it to I can't directly to the finance department for some reason. But anyway, the finance department at Bluestream then checks it out and either send you a check or credit your account, but we have to let them know. You can call them about it, but I don't know. It's not like getting the email straight to Stacy and that, so it's best to call me. Okay. Here's the parade. 5:30 tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Sunday night. 5:30, Christmas parade, all right? Meet, and I believe that they meet back at where the compactor is and start from there. So, golf cart parade, 5:30, and then there we go. Hot chocolate and cookies and a movie at the clubhouse after the parade. All right. Let's see. Chris Wilkinson, Merry Christmas to all. Nancy Reynolds, Merry Christmas to all. Very good. Thank you. Let me remember says thanks. Rex Kenyon. No, Rex. Clicker does not work. The remotes do not work anymore. If we programmed your car, it does not work anymore. Your old gate cards do not work anymore. You have to either call yourself from the box or stop in to the office and get new credentials. But yours is a little bit different, unique situation in that you rent your lot out, and so contact me on that. I'll let you know the details, okay? But basically, if you rent your lot out, you're an owner. Yeah, owner still gets 2 credentials. But anyway, so that's what you have to either get that from the office. Like I said, if you come on non-office hours, you have to call yourself from the box to let yourself in. All right. Okay. That is it. I think that's the question. We got 30 people still on here. They've hung around. This has been a longer one than usual, 40 minutes. I'm sorry about that. Try to keep these under a half hour so they don't suck up your time. But we had a fair amount of stuff to go over. And it is the holiday season. So a lot of things, a lot of people coming back. Like I said, busy. Be careful. Be safe. Be safe in your travels. Stay healthy. Live long and prosper. And we will catch you on the next one.